Hi, my name is Randy Gom. I'm the owner of Radiant Health Saunas. I got into the sauna business because they were so beneficial for myself. I was a firefighter and I had a bit of a health problem. I was given the label of fibromyalgia, but I actually had a toxin exposure issue. As far as all the things I did to get better, there's no question the sauna was most instrumental in helping me get better by lowering my toxic load and reducing my pain levels. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Also, the infrared's a little bit different. In the longer wavelength, the Japanese research shows between 7 to 14 microns, it penetrates the body a good 1.5 inches into the tissue. So it tends to mobilize a lot more toxins and heavy metals than just sweating in a normal sauna. When someone uses the sauna, if someone's quite toxic, they should probably start off doing it about every 3 days. Then a couple weeks of that if they're fine, then every other day, and then do it daily. And it's very important too, when you're doing the sauna, is you're replacing your fluids. Our body consists of anywhere from 70 to 80% water. So when you're in the sauna, be drinking lots of water, drink water after as well. You just have to make sure that when you're in the sauna, you replace your electrolytes. Electrolytes are sodium, potassium, and your trace minerals. And if you're going to use the sauna daily, I'd probably also increase your magnesium levels a little bit as well. When purchasing a sauna, and specifically, of course, I know more about infrared saunas, it's very important to make sure that you're getting a sauna that has we'll call it a pristine or non-toxic environment. Okay. Unfortunately, many of the saunas on the market, they look like it's wood on the surface, and it is. But just for curiosity, I took 3 of them apart, and in behind of their frame, they're using particle board, which off-gases formaldehyde. So any company that's selling an infrared sauna, if they say it's natural or non-toxic, it's very easy to prove. Just ask the company if they have independent VOC testing. VOC stands for volatile organic compounds, and they measure parts per million. Another, we'll call it concern in the saunas, is a lot of the saunas are very high in what they call EMR, which stands for electromagnetic radiation, or EMF, electromagnetic fields. It's virtually the same thing. So if you took a Gauss meter in the sauna, you want the levels to be below what they call TCO, or Swedish standards, which is 2 milligauss at point of body contact. In our saunas, we'd average about 0.3, 0.4 milligauss at point of body contact. So the last thing you want to do when you buy a sauna is to be sitting in a strong electromagnetic field. It's just, there's a lot of research on it, more in Europe than in North America, but it's just not doing you any good. In looking for a sauna, you also want to make sure that the material that you're using is non-toxic. Okay, so not only do you want to make sure there's no particle board or plywood in the sauna, you should be really concerned about the wood that's used. In our case here, Radiant Health Saunas, we use Canadian hemlock. Now sometimes with the aspen and the basswood over time, it would check or crack, okay, or you get a little bit of warping. So we found with using the Canadian hemlock is we kiln dried it to 6 to 8% moisture content. So because they call it furniture grade. So because of that, you don't get the checking and the warping. Sometimes cedar's a great wood for sauna, has been used for centuries. Unfortunately, I've found sometimes people that they'll start off using the cedar and they're fine for about 4 months, and then their eyes burn a bit and they start to react to the terpene in the cedar. So it's been far safer for us to stick with the Canadian hemlock. The nice thing with an infrared sauna, especially something this size, just plugs into a normal 15 amp circuit, okay? It's not something where you need to renovate your house or bring a plumber in or something like this. These units like this would take 2 people about an hour to put together, probably at the most. And the nice thing is if you move, you just take it down and take your sauna with you. The sauna is something that everybody should use as a preventative measure. We're exposed to many of the chemicals in our air, in our food, in all these products that we buy. It's like we're all living in a little bit of a chemical soup. So if you can use the sauna to lower your toxic load, many of the symptoms that people have will dramatically improve.